So that's fantastic. Thank you for the Hashi. We've got a couple of minutes left before we end this session, Hashi. Is there any sort of parting comments that you wanted to share to our employers that are listening today, and those especially who will be watching this back after this? Is there any parting words on social mobility and particularly the attainment gap as well?
So I think for me, first of all, thank you for organizing this conversation, because I think this conversation is really, really important. And thank you to everyone who's also joined us, who are curious enough, who want to know more about this stuff. There are three thoughts that I would give to people. The first thought is, if you have joined this call, or if you are going around everywhere thinking that there is one simple answer to all of this, and that there is a panacea or a simple truth that everybody can push towards, then you're sadly mistaken and you're going to waste your time. This stuff is hard. It will take time. There'll be lots of false starts and some successes. So please be mindful of the fact that you need to be in this for the long run. That's a really important parting thought that I'd give to people, is you have to have the stamina. That's the word, stamina, to stick with this for a long time. The second thought that I have in relation to this, whether it's the attainment gap or social mobility, is that please avoid and try to avoid, and it's not easy when parents are conditioned to think this way, but please try and avoid the idea that everybody who wants to succeed only succeeds based on these tiny metrics of what it means to be successful. It's often the case, and particularly immigrant communities, that the mark and the measure of success is usually about, becoming a lawyer, becoming a doctor, becoming an accountant, when your child probably would never enjoy that job, or probably won't be even good at it, and most likely might not even succeed in passing the exams. And so it's really important that the way in which we define success is rethought and re-examined, because otherwise we set up a lot of kids out there for failure. So that's the second really big thought that I'd leave you with, is think again about what it means to be successful. And then the third concluding thought is that each and every single one of us, everyone on this call, and no matter where you are, no matter how far you've come, no matter how far behind you think you are, there is almost always going to be somebody who needs your help. There will always be somebody who is less successful, if you can put it that way, or more worthy of your help than you realize. So do whatever you can in your own lifetime to just help one person, two persons, whatever it is. And so when you do that, and everyone takes that attitude of trying to help at least one or two people, then I promise you that we will do more and make more progress than we can ever hope for. So the three thoughts: this is not easy. You've got to have the stamina for the long run and stick with it. Secondly, please do not understand the way in which we see success as the way forward. It's flawed, and it's setting up for a lot of people for failure. And thirdly, try and help the next person, whoever they might be, in whichever way you can. If you help 2 or 3 people in your own lifetime, and everybody takes that attitude, we will make a hell of a lot more progress. So I hope that helps.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Hashi, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for joining us today. I know there'll be many discussions following this, but I hope we've opened some doors here to have them. And just a quick plug, you can find Hashi's book on Amazon right now. And just before
and Audible and Kindle, everywhere.
That's a better plug than what I've just given there.